If you don't like me, that's fine. But, you know, watch your mouth.
Well, today I learned that guys are ridiculously stupid. I drove 2 fucking hours to meet a guy who I've been talking to for a little while now. You know, we talk every day, FaceTime, like really starting to like each other, know each other. It's just, I don't know, he says all the right things, which should have been a red flag right there. Nobody says all the right fucking things anymore. I get here, we're supposed to meet at 4, I get here, get a pedicure, you know, try to be a little cute, whatever. Then, nothing. No phone call. No text. Doesn't reply to my text messages. Doesn't answer my phone calls. Try to FaceTime him. Nothing. Absolutely ghosted. Which, who the fuck does that? You are 35 years old, be a fucking adult, and just tell me that this is not going to work out. Why waste my fucking time and say everything to make me like you?
Everybody ready to hear how the shortest first date of my life has gone? So this is what I'm wearing. It's fall times, you know, cute boots, not too bad, whatever. This man, we meet outside, Tinder date, right? We meet outside, meet together. He looks at me up and down and goes, "This isn't gonna work." I started laughing because I think he's joking. He does it again, turns on the spot, and fucking books it to his car. Okay? And I'm standing there just laughing because I think this is a joke. So I go into this brewery by myself and have a beer because this is the reality of my life currently. And he had blocked me by the time I tried to look him up after my first beer. So, how's your dating going?
Women aren't used to getting rejected because they've always had the sexual selection over men. And if you guys have rejected or ghosted a woman or just told her, you know, I'm not interested in you long term, or I don't see this going anywhere, what usually happens? More often than not, they get upset, they get frustrated, they're confused, they're wondering, how could this guy just reject me? Every woman thinks they're special. Every woman actually thinks they're entitled to your time, attention, resources, energy, and emotions. So when you don't give it to them, when you say, you know what, I don't want to be with you, this date isn't going well, let's just call it quits, or you just straight up ghost them, they like, they can't handle it, their brain malfunctions, they're like, because they've rejected so many guys in their life. Until they meet a dude that they really like, then that rejection really stings. It burns them because they haven't experienced it on a consistent basis. Us men, it's different. I've probably been rejected over 100 times. I've been ghosted tons of times, right? Women have canceled on me. They've just said, you know, this is not going to work out, or I'm stuck at work, or my dog is sick, or my grandparents flew into town. Hey, I forgot, I overslept. I've heard every single excuse a woman can give. But guess what? I never got online. I never made videos of saying, oh, I drove 2 hours. I planned a date with a girl and she just didn't show up, man. You know why? Because if I did that, that means women are going to come for me. That means everybody's going to say, you need to man up. You know, she dodged the bullet. You know, maybe she didn't like you. Maybe it's you. They would start shaming me and doing all these different things. So as men, we just look in the mirror and say, you know what? I'll accept accountability. I'll accept the L, or I'll just move on to other women. Women, they just can't do it because they can't fathom a guy not wanting them. Matter of fact, I don't feel bad. I don't have the remorse or sympathy over any woman that gets flaked on, or a guy ghosts them or rejects them. You know why? Because they've rejected and ghosted hundreds of guys. Women will just blindly get rid of guys that shoo at least 200, 300, 400 guys in their entire life. And they won't even think twice about it. They won't bat an eye. They won't lose any sleep. But the minute a guy does it, oh, I got to make a video. Look at this guy. Look what he did. See, guys, we have power. Don't think we don't. Yeah, they control when sex happens, but we control when commitment, relationship, and marriage happens. That's the fulfilling part. That's what women really, really want. That's what actually matters. See, commitment in a relationship is way, way more valuable than sex. But too many guys, they have tunnel vision. They want sex so bad, And then they just give all their time and commitment. They give everything to a woman, and the woman just takes them for granted. Think about this, guys. How many times have you been rejected or ghosted or flaked on in your life? Think about it. Minimum 50 to 75, 100 plus times. If you're out there in the field and you're out there interacting with a lot of women, it's well over 300, 400, 500 times. And that's just part of it. That's part of being a man. And we just accept that. Women, they can't accept a guy not wanting to be with them, a guy not chasing after them, pursuing them, because they've had so many different guys chasing them. Don't feel bad. You think those women don't have a line of dudes in their phone that want to go on a date with them, that want to hang out with them? You think those women that talk about, oh, I drove 2 hours for a guy rejected me and said he didn't like what I was wearing or how I looked, whatever. You think those women in those clips don't have guys texting them, hey, how's your day, beautiful? How are you doing, gorgeous? Hey, just thinking about you, sexy. Hey, when can I take you out? Hey, do you have any plans for tomorrow? Do you have any plans for this weekend? And you know what those same women will do? They'll be like, I'm busy, but I'll let you know. Maybe next week. I'll see. I have a lot of different things going on, but I'll keep you posted. You think women don't tell those guys that? Because that's been told to me, and I'm quite sure it's been told to you. This is why, man, when a woman gets rejected, okay, so what? I have to go through it. You're going to have to go through it too. And we get the last laugh as men. See, women don't like that. They don't like them getting a dose of their own medicine and feeling the quote unquote pain and heartache of not being wanted, because they live on social media for the most part. So many guys want them. Tons of guys in their DMs and comment section, even their friends blow their head up. Those 2 clips that you just saw, the women that got rejected and ghosted, I looked at the comments and all I saw was women in there saying, girl, you deserve better. Girl, it's his loss. He's such a loser. But those same women that's commenting, that's blowing those women heads up, you think they ain't ghosting dudes every single week? You think they ain't turning men down and saying, I don't want to do this? And those guys most likely have good intentions, right? I'm positive you have good intentions for most women when it came down time to hang out and meet up and maybe get a drink or maybe go for a walk and enjoy the weather or get a cup of coffee. Those women rejected you. And you know what? They didn't feel bad. They probably gave you some passive aggressive excuse, right? Probably like, hey, can we reschedule? And you're like, okay. And then when you do reschedule, they say, hey, I'm not going to make it. And they just play all these silly games. Every woman plays games with a man's time, right? They love to do it, especially if they're not into you. They'll just string you along. Man, listen, a woman will string you along and play with your time for years if she actually could. They friend zone dudes. They do all these different things. But as soon as a guy give them a dose of their own medicine, they're like, oh, what's going on? Because women don't like rejection. This is why they never really approach guys. This is why they never shoot their shot, because they know that, man, I can't handle a guy telling me no. It's like a huge blow to their ego, because they're going to look at themselves and say, man, why am I not good enough? Maybe I'm just ugly. Maybe I'm this, maybe I'm that. Guys, women are extremely insecure, believe it or not. You might think they're all confident and cocky. No, they're not. Look at all the makeup they wear. Look at all the stuff that they do just to get attention. It's because they're not happy with themselves overall. So when a guy does tell them, no, I don't think it's going to work out, or, just go away, or let's just be friends, or I don't want a relationship long term, they start to get mad. They're like, but you don't care about me? That's happened to me before a couple times. I was dating a woman or in a relationship, and she just said, this is not going to work out, and how about we just be friends? And I said, I'm good. I don't want to be friends. Let's just go our separate ways. And then she just got mad. She's like, but don't you care about me? Don't you love me? Don't you want me in your life still? I said, why? Because I'm not getting any benefits. And she just went mad. She went bonkers because I didn't give her that power over me. And every woman wants that sexual power over a guy. They want to dangle the carrot above their head. But when a man dangles commitment above their head and say, you have to do this, you have to do that, I don't want to deal with you, or just flat out ghost them, they can't handle it. Women have been ghosting dudes since basically the beginning of time. They tell the dude, no, you're not good enough. you're too short. Just look online, right? You hear women say, you're not tall enough. If you don't make this amount of money, don't come to me, all right? But as soon as a dude just looks at them and turns his back, whoever the dude was, and say, this is not gonna work out, and just didn't like how she looked, she got online and got mad. This is what happens when you reject a woman. They cannot handle it. They cannot stomach a guy, any guy that they really like, not wanting them, because they've gotten basically every dude that they wanted, right? They've gotten a whole bunch of dudes to chase them and pursue them to no end, to take them on dates and do whatever. But once that guy that they really like, they don't get, they're like, wait, hey, and they start chasing them. Matter of fact, this is how you get a woman to actually give you what you want. I've had sex with way more women when I just rejected them, or just really didn't show them that much interest, or, just kind of soft next them and gave them the stiff arm and said, this just ain't gonna really work out. Guess what? They hit me up 2-3 days later, a week later, and say, hey, you want to hang out? Hey, I've been thinking about you. Hey, can I come over? Because women can't handle that blow to their ego. It's kind of like a woman having 10 guys in her phone, texting her good morning. How's it going? I'm just thinking about you. When do you want to go out? When are you available? When can I see you? But that one guy, when he doesn't respond, when he doesn't check in, kind of like you're in elementary school and they do a head count, and the teacher doesn't see that, hey, where's Darius? Now, guess what? The alert goes up. Now everybody starts to look around. Where is he? Where's he at? She doesn't care about the other 9 students, just about that one that's absent, that she hasn't heard from. This is how women view men.